Hey everybody, it's Dean DaCosta, the Search Authority. And today we are going through an updated version of my email finding methodology. Main reason for it is because some of the tools I used before in it don't work or aren't around anymore. So I want to give you an update. So here we go. It's real simple. The idea behind it is you have this Excel spreadsheet that I put together that has many different parts to it. First part is for common personal emails. Next part is for big common personal, which is basically the top 5 or 6 email domains most used and various permutations for your name. The next is the domain in case you own your own domain. The next is username, and then all, and so on and so forth. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start at the very beginning, which is the big comment. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, and this is for your name. I'm going to go ahead and use my name because I don't like picking on other people. I mean, it just doesn't seem right. And obviously, even though my last name is 2 words, I'm going to put it together. And as you can see, it permutates all the way over. Now, I, at this point, would copy this, paste it over there, and then just bring it all the way down to the top, whatever. Oops, excuse me. All the way up, down to there, over there, and paste, and now they're all Dean DaCosta. That's how you would get to what you want in that particular one. Next one would be the same process, except this is if you own your own domain, which I do not. This is the common one. This is mainly for work, but it can be used for personal as well. You basically put in first name, last name, and then the domain. The one that I'm going to use as my demonstration, though, is this one. This is the username. One of the usernames I use a lot is star4343. And so I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. And as you can see, it fills out all of them. There are roughly 26 of them, I believe. I'm going to go ahead and just grab the top roughly 6, and I'm going to copy them. The next step in this process, once you've got your emails, whether it be using a name, your username, or what have you, is you got to test them. So I'm going to stick them over here in this test thing. Now, this is called mailtester.ninja, and I'm going to paste them all in. Once I paste them in, I'm going to let Ninja verify them. So what it's going to do is go through and see which ones are good and which ones aren't. So this way I don't waste my time. So we know right now the AOL is tough. AOL is really tough to test, and same thing with Comcast. But we know for a fact that Gmail and the Hotmail both are good emails, but who owns them is the question. So I'm going to start with the star4343 one, and that's just because I like that one. And I'm going to go ahead and open my tool. Now I'm going to open the free version of my tool that you can download off the SSAR page. And I'm going to go ahead and punch it in there, populate all. Again, SSAR page, and if you look in the yellow area, it says level 1 sourcing tool, so that's what this is. And I'm just going to go ahead and pick one and try to decide if it belongs to me. So let's see. I am going to go with we got a lot of them here. Not as many as the other one. Let's just do plain old Google search and see who owns the email. Oh wow, look at that, Dean DaCosta, and that's me. So we now know this email is a legit email for Dean DaCosta. Now there are other things we can do here. As you can see, I did this one, but there are other sites you can use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the big version of my tool to give you some other ideas of places you can use to validate the email belongs to somebody. So I'm now going to populate all, and now look at all these things we can look at. So one of the first things I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and look at That's Them. That's Them is a site which says, oops, got to make sure we're not a robot, like I've said many times. Oh, and look at that. That's my wife. But there I am. So now you know it belongs to me. There I am again. Now you know it belongs to me. You've got it. That's it. That's how simple it is. Human beings are creatures of habits. Odds are they have an email address. If they use a username more than one social site, they have an email with it. If not, they have some variation of their name. Very few people only have one email. Most have multiple. I have like 15 or 16 of them. And so this methodology is near foolproof, never failed me, and it can find anybody's email. Now, it does take time. It's not a simple tool where you just put in a name and it finds you the emails. It does take time. But you know what? If you've tried everything else and this is all there is left, why wouldn't you use it? So going through this particular thing again, we have the all work one, which comes up with every permutation you can imagine for work emails. I don't use this unless I'm looking for emails from Europe usually, because they come up with some of these funkiest emails. In addition, on this sheet, you'll see the listing of the email domains. And then alumni. Alumni are a college, and these are the common alumni ways of making it. So what you do, you put in their name, first name, last name, and then you put in the domain. Almost all of them are alumni dot the domain, so that gets you that. and then you have some of the common companies, domains, naming conventions, a list of that as well. And then the simple workflow. It's a very simple workflow on how to use this methodology. This methodology, like I said, is near foolproof. It's yet to fail me. I don't use it a lot, I'm not going to lie. But when I have to, I got it. And it comes in very handy and it works really well. And that's all there is to it. Like I said, you can download this from the SSAR page. You can download my sourcing tool for the SSAR page. And if you don't want to use either of those, to take the email and see who it belongs to, just Google it. There's That's Them. There are a number of tools out there that can also be found on the SSAR page that can help you match the good email to who it belongs to. Simple, easy peasy. That's the way it is. So my name is Dean DaCosta, the Search Authority. May the source be with you.